The Economic and Financial Crimes Commission, EFCC, is Nigeria's premier anti-graft agency responsible for combating financial crimes. In 2024, the EFCC achieved its highest performance since inception, recovering more than 364 billion naira and securing 4,111 convictions. According to a report by EFCC, the Commission recovered significant sums across multiple currencies totaling $214.5 million, 364.6 million naira, 54,318 pounds, 31,265 euros and other amounts in other currencies. The anti-graft agency said some of the monetary recoveries have been re-injected by the federal government into people-oriented initiatives. Biko, first of all, let me ask of your impression. You know, when you heard of the news that the EFCC secured 4,111 convictions in 2024, talk to me. Was it a surprise to you or not?
No, I'm not really surprised. We've seen some energy injected into the EFCC since the current helmsman took over. No doubt about it. We are not saying that they are there yet. They are not there yet, but there's a lot of energy, there's a lot of successes being recorded by the EFCC at this time. And you see a lot of transparency as well. You see the EFCC this time around even looking within, identifying the black legs within the EFCC who are sabotaging the efforts of other members of staff. Okay. So these were things that we were not, that the EFCC will come out to say, oh, his staff stole so amount of money, you know, that were kept as exhibits and all that. Nobody was telling us these kind of things. And even from Emefiele alone, you know how much they have seized. They have secured permanent forfeiture of a lot of monies linked to Emefiele. And when they were talking about some of the things that they had done, I cannot, my mind went straight to those houses, those duplexes in Abuja, yes, that were recovered. They said they've recovered 223 proceeds of crime, 223 automobiles, 975 real estate, and those ones, those duplexes, you know, account for more than 3/4 of this. It was a very significant seizure on the part of the FCC. Then shares, treasury bills, solid minerals, crypto coins.
Really?
Yes, they've gone really far in terms of seizures that they've made. And then, of course, they've investigated 12,928 cases out of the 15,724 petitions that they received. Now, what people are saying is, if the EFCC will fast-track the use its influence to get the National Assembly to fast-track the whistleblower protection bill, that we will even record more success. Because some of these things that they are doing, that was based on tip-off. They go after those illegally acquired properties by politicians. And what is significant is the amount of money recovered by the EFCC amounts to the 2024 budgets of Yobe at 217 billion, Gombe 207.75 billion, Ebonyi 202.13 billion, Nasarawa 119.88 billion. So what they have recovered in 1 year
Can cover the budget.
Can cover the budgets of all of these states. And at 70,000 minimum wage, this will pay the salaries of 1.2 million civil servants for 12 months.
Really?
Yes. So it shows to you, it says clearly to everyone that there's a lot of work that we need to do in the area of fighting corruption. And I have always advocated that, look, like it is in other countries of the world, we should not be reactive. We must come up with a system that makes it extremely difficult for people to get away with crime. You know, it's not like you can defeat crime totally.
True.
But we must make it difficult for people to be able to steal this quantum of money that they are stealing. How did one person steal so much money and build more than 700 duplexes? How is that possible? If not because the sanity of a lot of our people has taken a flight. So we must not be a country where it is easy for people to do these things. Because a lot of people have escaped with their loot. EFCC can only recover a fraction of what is stolen. Given how easy it is for banks to collaborate with corrupt persons to hide their loot, they came up with, what was it called? Treasury single account. But
I thought that was a game changer.
It's been bypassed. The ICPC reported that it is being bypassed, and civil servants are opening secret accounts where they are putting their loot. The ICPC has discovered so many secret accounts. The more they do it, the more these undesirable elements will still find a way to bypass the system. So I'm happy. Look at the Knock University, you know, that university that has now been taken over by government and renamed University of Applied Sciences. In Southern Kaduna is an individual that stole money and built that university. Now, because it's process of crime, the EFCC secured a permanent forfeiture order, and now it belongs to the federal government. The federal government now, having assumed ownership of the university, now renamed it University of Applied Sciences. So people can now use this university. Students can go to this university. It has now reverted to the federal government. This is how we should continue to punish corrupt people. Let them now enjoy their loot. I like what the NDLA 2 is doing. Once you are found to have, once you are caught as a drug baron, they go after all your assets. All the
proceeds of crime.
So it's significant. And the EFCC has been able to do this, and what they've achieved in 1 year has surpassed the achievement of previous years in terms of assets and in terms of the quantum of money that they've recovered. It's really, really phenomenal.
And also in terms of convictions as well. But, But talk to me. What are your thoughts on this one? 4,111?
Let me start by saying that I am pleasantly surprised
it came to you as a surprise.
EFCC has done this well. Because I'm one of those who believe that EFCC is not doing enough. I think that a lot of times they don't investigate their cases properly, so they spend so much time prosecuting their cases on the pages of newspapers, and they do a lot of plea bargaining. And as an investigative agency, you are supposed to take your time, investigate that crime, so that when you are coming to court, you have all your facts. In a lot of cases, EFCC is not very thorough. I also believe that EFCC is also look out for low-hanging fruits by running after all these small
internet fraudsters
and all that, and make song and dance of it. But those who are really putting us in this problem, those who steal a lot of money that they shouldn't even have opportunity of doing that, a lot of times they don't really go after such people. So it makes me to look at EFCC with a pinch of salt. But what they have achieved is because when somebody has done well, you have to give him his flowers.
True.
What they've done in 2004, in 2024, is unbelievable. In terms of the recoveries, in terms of the convictions, we have to give them their flowers for that. What I want to appeal to them is to try to do more. They can do better than what they are doing. Because one of the major problems we have in this country is corruption. If we can fight corruption, if we don't fight and win the war against corruption, then corruption will kill this country.
What do you see as the major challenges bedeviling the EFCC from achieving those?
Is that they are not thorough when it comes to investigation. You see, because most times, the mega, for example, the only person that have been involved in mega fraud that they've done very well with is Emefiele. And they've recovered so much from him. But when after Emefiele, you can only point out to a lot of people
like the politically exposed persons.
The politically exposed persons who, for example, if you look at the convictions, how many governors have been convicted? You understand? You have to look at that.
Okay, so if you have to put it in percentages.
Yes, if we're going to look at the... so what I want to appeal to them is that the same effort that they put in to make them to achieve this monumental success in 2024, if they apply that to politically exposed persons, I think they will be able to go
We have a caller right now. We have Olagunju joining us now. Olagunju, thank you so much for joining us on Journalist Hangout. Olagunju, are you with us?
Yeah, good afternoon, Uncle Jide.
Yeah, good afternoon. We can hear you. Okay, I think we lost that call. But Bikio, talk to me. The challenges that you think bedeviling the EFCC from achieving this result.
There are all kinds of challenges that the EFCC faces. One of them is training. I want to see the EFCC do partnerships with their peers outside of our nation, the FBI, for example, so that they can help groom their investigators.
Okay.
I know that we had some of these partnerships in the past, whereby the EFCC was able to train a lot of its staff. But the moment political interference with his work became so pronounced, some of those partners pulled back. I'm talking about what began during the Yaradua regime, when the current NSA, who had done a good job as the inaugural chairman of the board, was treated with levity, sent to Kuru for training as a way of sending him packing. And he had built some of these partnerships, so they were not happy and they pulled back. But we've seen now that given the shoddy investigation that sometimes happen, that there is a need for training and retraining, constant training, high quality training for his staff. And then, of course, the corrupt nature of some EFCC staff.
Okay.
They continue to undermine the efforts of the good ones. And the current chairman talked about that early into his reign as chairman, that some compromised individuals deliberately compromise investigation, making it difficult for them to win cases that normally you expect them to win. So EFCC needs to improve in that area.
Okay.
And then, as Nigerians, we literally wink at corruption. A lot of us don't see anything. If the society will hail and even reward somebody who has stolen money.
All right.
So our own attitude too has to change, and we must be ready to serve as whistleblowers to the EFCC. Let's see what they are doing as an attempt to save our country. And we should all be able to help them.
All right. We have another caller here, Abdullahi from Adamawa State. Abdullahi, thank you so much for joining us on Journalist Hangout. Abdullahi, are you with us?
Yeah, I'm with you.
Yeah, Abdullahi, let's talk.
Slow.
Hello?
Abdullahi, let's talk. You're live. Okay, I think we're having network challenges.
Go ahead.
Go ahead, Abdullahi. We can hear you.
Yes. Good evening, sir.
Yeah, good evening.
Good evening, Mr. Babajide.
Good evening.
Yeah, this is my first time of getting you. I'm glad I'm speaking with you guys.
Oh, thank you.
I actually want to appreciate you. And the gentleman there, I can't catch his name as well.
Mayor Akinpele.
Yes.
Yes, I just want to appreciate you and what you are doing in TVC.
Thank you. We appreciate you too.
I called to actually congratulate you. The work you are doing. Of recent, I watched your dating in Beningwari. Honestly, you are one of the best in this country.
Thank you, Abdullah.
And we appreciate you.
Thank you.
Quickly too, please. I just want to find out what happened to your friend, the chubby one that presents the program.
Okay, Ayozubakum.
Okay.
Yes. I hope he's okay.
It's fine. It's the bureau chief in Abuja now.
All right.
Thank you very much.
Thank you very much. Okay. All right. We need to go.